Evening and welcome to the BDF Show. And my guest tonight is Tina McNeil. That was a good opening sequence, wasn't it?
Hi.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Loved it. A big fan of slow, but you know, it's me seeing you smile and everybody smile.
Yeah.
It makes up.
And
So how you
well, I've
been,
been doing
Keith?
pretty good. My last last June on my birthday. Well, we me and my cousin and her stepson went to KCI airport on the 9th of June. He flew out to Dallas Love and spent the night in Dallas before meeting us over at Orlando. And me and my cousin, we flown out of KCI to Chicago Midway and then connect to Orlando. And by the time we got to Orlando, it was 2:06 in the morning.
Wow, you had a lot of problems, but you finally got there, right? Do you hear me?
You kind of skipped in and out.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh boy, I'm sorry. I'm hoping this works. Is it better now?
There was a little pause.
Hang on. One second. Okay. Can you hear? Oh boy.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was refreshed the YouTube. I was refreshing the show, and I think that like took up more of my bandwidth. My band had to give up.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. And
Yep.
your camera stopped.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are.
All right. I'm gonna have to refresh that. Oh, okay. Can you hear and see me?
Yeah, I can hear and see you now. Hopefully that's all corrected.
Okay. I'll try not to. I'll try not to touch anything.
Yeah. Um, yeah. When on June 10th, I started my day out. I couldn't sleep at all for a whole count. I went a whole calendar day without sleep because I was excited to be at Walt Disney World. Well, I started the day out um, instead of having the tour of Pop Century to wait for the 11th, which was it was the scheduled. I went ahead and did that on the morning of my birthday, and but when we got ready to go to Magic Kingdom, Then I did another live stream on the bus. But
Yeah,
for but
you had
first,
a busy day that day, didn't you?
yeah. But I think it was either a Caesar salad or it might have been a Caesar salad that the dressing I couldn't tolerate, so they took it that back and not charged me for it. There at the Coral Reef, and that was at our supper at 4 something in the evening. But I did get a little cake, little tiny chocolate cake with the strawberry ice cream and a lit candle and a little edible banner that says "I'm celebrating." That was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's freebies
Yeah.
that people don't know about until they either watch a Disney YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few freebies. Disney still gives out, like a little piece of cake or, like a cookie or something like that with a candle in it sometimes or
Yeah,
whatever. And
but
you can
that
get your pin. You got your pin, right? You got
right,
your birthday. It's my birthday pin. Yep.
right, and then
Those are free.
on the 11th we went to Animal Kingdom, and there was a somebody just text me, but
It
I'm
wasn't
gonna
me.
I'm gonna check that first to see what because I
Okay.
hey Brandy.
Hi, Brandy. I just tried to pull up chat and I ended up stalling my camera, so I can't watch the show until later.
My Royals, my Royals, my Royals won 3-2 walk off win, and then
Oh, that's good.
my cousin just texted me, and yeah, I like the flight of passage.
I like your hat, Keith.
What?
Yeah, I like your hat.
Yeah, it's
I
a
like your hat. Flights of Passage.
yeah.
Yeah,
Pandora, the
I like
world
it.
of Avatar.
Yeah, yeah, I like that ride too. It's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Some people, like my husband, has a hard time with the screen and the motion, but I don't have that
Oh,
problem.
okay. Just like when that you're wearing the 3D goggles, it's a virtual reality ride, and I like it when the Banshee did a loop. It felt like going upside down.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah,
Even though you're just sitting on that thing.
I know. Being upright the whole time. Yeah, and
Yep. It was amazing. It's amazing what your mind can tell you when your eyes are looking at something, you know?
right, and yeah, I had to
Did you go on the river ride? Did you get on the river ride?
Navi River. Yeah, we
Yeah,
went
what'd
on
you think
that.
of that?
Oh, that was beautiful. That was
Yeah,
beautiful.
I liked it too. A lot of the kind of like the river ride. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, all the lights and the animals and the music. Oh, it's it's very what's the word? Zen. You know what I
yeah.
mean by it's very zen. It's very
Oh, yeah.
calming and it's so
Kind of,
pretty.
you know, um, free, free, free feeling and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like, freewheeling. Hey, the Z Show.
Yes.
And boy, that um, I told people that on the tour of the Pop Century that 60s buildings has Dunkin' Yo-Yos for stairwells. The 50s has bowling pins. Um, the 70s has
Yep.
8 tracks, and the 80s has a Rubik cube. But I didn't go all the way to the 90 building.
I forget what the 90. I think it's like a laptop
A
or
laptop.
something.
Oh,
I think
okay,
the 90s has a laptop. Yeah, but I'm not sure.
right. But I know I
But I'm
know
not sure. I'm not
I know video games came out just before the 80s.
Yeah. Yep.
Because,
I remember Atari.
yep, Atari, Commodore.
I'm I'm a bit older than you are, so yep.
I remember the
Yep.
Commodore.
And Space Invaders. And Space Invaders. Pew 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 and across the screen. That's all you were doing was shooting at those things going across the screen.
It's just like in the 80s when I went to the 1.5 semester of Washburn University in my hometown. Um, we, one of my
Uh-huh.
favorite video games that you plug quarters in was Star Wars. Da, 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 da,
Yep.
da, da.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, because that's when that movie first came out. And I don't know about you, but I just call it Star Wars. I don't call it A New Hope because, as far as I was concerned, it was Star Wars. That was, the Star Wars movie. And then there was Empire Strikes Back, and then there was uh, what is it? Return of the Jedi. It,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but the first one was um, Star Wars. Now they call it A New Hope because it was the middle three, and no, I'm sorry, but I'm old fashioned. Just call it Star
right.
Wars.
But I do like the prequels too. Kind of like telling how telling about the birth of both Luke and Leia, and how they were separated
Yep,
for their own protection, and
yep.
it was something that Darth Vader made C-3PO, Anakin Skywalker,
Darth.
Darth
Oh
Vader,
yeah, Anakin Skywalker made C-3PO. Yes,
but
Darth. I don't know. Was there ever any moment where he
Anakin
recognized him?
Anakin Skywalker became Darth Vader.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but when you said that, it made me think. Was there any time in the movies where
Well, Darth Vader
um
did made it when he was Anakin Skywalker.
a
That was
little boy,
before he became
right?
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
wonder if
John
there
and
was any point in the
Nancy.
movies. Yeah, see, I can't look at chat right now because I can't have the show up, or else I'll stop my camera.
Oh,
Um, was there any point in the movies where Darth Vader recognized C-3PO, I wonder?
I I don't know, but that first Star Wars
I
movie,
never.
that was the original first Star Wars. Um, I was surprised when Princess Leia decided to kiss Luke Skywalker on the lips, and she didn't realize he was her twin brother.
Yeah, and he knew she was her brother. She knew that he knew that she was his sister, but
Yeah,
she didn't know that he was her brother,
Right.
but but she kissed him, and he's kind of like, "Oh yeah, that's nice, nice," you know.
It was to
And and
it was to
and Han Solo got
it
Han
was
Solo got mad. He was supposed to. That was I think that was why she was
she
kissing
wanted
him on
him
the
to
lips.
get jealous.
Exactly. You know, and Han Solo is all all upset, and Luke's like, "Don't worry about it."
Right.
Which wasn't really Leia's plan.
Right.
All this romantic intrigue,
Yeah.
but
And then I've been enjoying Disney's Magic Kingdom because it reminds me of home away from home.
yeah, I've been playing it quite a bit. Of course, I've been playing it for a long time. I've been playing it
Yeah.
every day for
Um,
like 5 years.
here's
So,
one thing I've learned is like if you have a Facebook account, it's best to back it up on your Facebook. So like
yep,
if you have to do a factory reset of your device, you can go right
yep,
back in and get it.
yep. Or if you get a new phone or whatever else like this, you can go and get it. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. It's much easier that way. And there
Right.
was one time when I somehow or another had two games going, and I was very frustrated because I had made quite a bit of progress on one game, but somehow or another I got this other game and I had no progress, and I was like, "Oh no, 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 no! I already have all of that." I went back and I figured out how to get it. I was very
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah. Some people don't realize if they get um, Dash from The Incredibles, um,
Yep,
he can be tricky at catching. He's a
he can
fast
be.
little sucker.
Yeah, he's a fast little sucker. Yeah, he is. And um,
And it's
you
even
know,
just as bad when
it's
he
funny
keeps.
to watch the rest of the characters. You know, they're running around, and then but when you get Dash, he's like running around. He's like already over there.
But have you ever tried it with Dash and Violet teaming up where Violet
Can't
puts
catch
that
him.
force field around them and it's just like a big old invisible ball going around?
Yeah, exactly, and you can't catch them. In order to tap on them or whatever, you can't catch them. It's hard. They're hard to catch.
I know. um, well, we love the Skyliner and the monorail. Our next trip will be in 2027. It'll be an off peak, like around January.
Yeah, we like to go the beginning of November. That's off peak. Or don't wait until after the marathon before you go in January. The
Okay.
week after marathon week is over with, because they have the marathon week like the first week, like the 8th, I think, was this year. But kind of depends on it's like the first weekend in January after New Year's.
Okay.
If you wait until
That's
the week
that's
after,
that's within the first half of January, but we're planning on
exactly.
the second half.
Yes, that's a good time to go because there's like well, it's never dead anymore at Disney, but it's as dead as it's gonna be. It's as quiet as it's gonna be.
Right, and
Um,
it's going to be less expensive of being off peak and and very maneuverable.
yes, yeah. I mean, you should be able. I mean, like I said, it's never dead anymore, but it should be as quiet as you're gonna get it, and the weather's good too. It's not. It's not.
It's
I
not
mean, when
hot.
you went, it had to have been miserable hot.
Yeah,
Of course,
but
you're
I'm
in Kansas, so
learning.
you're kind of used to hot, right?
Yeah,
Of course, you're a
but
different kind of hot in Kansas.
hey, surf bum.
Hey, John, how are ya?
But hey, It's
Hi,
Joy.
Justin. How are you? Less
Listen, yeah.
expensive and Disney to go together. You are right there. That's Justin
Hey,
Sunudo.
Justin,
That's
I
Joy's
gave
husband.
you a blue wrench.
Thank you, because I was a little bit worried because I can't moderate right now.
Right. Um, Brandy has a blue wrench too.
Yeah, Brandy is good, but it- I mean, knock on wood, the bots haven't been too bad, but you're still there's always a chance for trolls.
You're
Trolls are
welcome,
always a thing.
Justin. And I need
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
give
pull you up on
I
my
need to
phone.
give Joy I need to give Joy a blue wrench too.
Is she in chat?
I don't see her, but the next it's just like I found out once the stream is over and you wait for next day and you have a chat replay enabled. When you go
Yeah.
into chat replay and you scroll down to where you find them, you click on the three dot and say make moderator.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah, he Justin says that Joy is cooking.
Oh, okay.
What about John? John, are you okay with being a moderator for Keith? Because I can't moderate right now, and I'm worried that he can't because I have to watch. I have to have this on my phone because I can't do it on my laptop like I usually do, and I can't moderate on my phone. I don't know how some people do it. Mikey is amazing, but
Let me
you
go
know,
ahead and bring my channel up on the browser in um, on my second monitor.
okay,
I'm going to mute myself so I don't have an echo.
okay. Yeah, and then as soon as you do pull it up, you can mute your stream, and that way, you can mute the stream on YouTube, and then that way you can unmute yourself on the show. Excuse me. Hey, Lydia Gaming. Hello. How are you? Oh, well, thank you for marching in the parade, John. Um, when my dad used to carry the flag in the parade, just make sure your harness is tight and low on your hips. The flag harness. Are you going to have a flag harness?
Okay, Sir you can refresh and you should have that blue wrench now.
Moleskin. You're well, okay, that'll help.
Yeah, I find it's too hard to tag on the phone because when you're just a moderator for somebody and you're on location with them, you can accidentally butt mod by well well
Just by touching your phone wrong. Yeah.
the moderator can time out or hide a non-mod user, but it's just the owner that can
Unhide them.
do that to the moderator.
Right.
Because there was a one time that I got timed out under a butt mod at the same time as one of the mods getting hidden.
Yeah. Yep. I've done it a couple times. I try really hard to close out everything when I'm on my phone when it's a little harder to do it.
Yeah, but
Yes, harness. Wear the harness down low on. That's what my dad always said, John. Wear the harness down low on your hips, um, so it's on your low on your back. And he said that always helped. And yeah, moleskin. But anyway,
Yeah, I see his comment
yeah,
on my tablet.
yep,
Hey, Lydia Gaming. I'm sorry that I didn't say hi, but I'm saying hi now.
yep, yep. So let's see. We've discussed the rides at Pandora. Did you were you able to ride
Road Dinosaur.
oh, that's cool, isn't it? I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I love that kind of stuff. I love the dark bumpy rides that, that are supposed to really freak you out and scare you. I love that stuff.
it's
Did
just
you
like
ride the Forbidden Forbidden Mountain there, the Yeti ride? I
the
can't.
Expedition Everest. We never
That's it.
got around to it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
didn't
love
feel
that
like
ride.
riding it
The
that
theming is
day.
amazing.
But
Huh?
I think the next time we probably will do Everest. But um, yeah, on Dinosaur, just like riding both Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Slinky Dog Dash. I was the quietest one on the ride,
Yeah.
and I looked serious.
Yeah, you always all your shots when they had the ride shots, the ride photos, you always look like you're having not having very much fun, Keith. I'm
Well,
like,
my
oh
upper
yeah,
teeth,
did he like it?
my upper teeth is a denture, and I was afraid. Another
Oh,
thing,
okay.
I
So
was
you were
afraid
holding
it
your
would
teeth
fall
in.
out.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess I'll accept that.
Yeah, and um, yeah, see, the tenth was Magic Kingdom Day with dinner at Epcot. The 11th was Animal Kingdom Day and Disney Springs. But by the time we got to Disney Springs, we only had time for World of Disney.
Yeah, yeah. That's that's the thing. A lot of people, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I have an annual pass, and I like to be able to go from park to park to park. But a lot of people don't realize that when you're going from park to park at Disney World, you have to be very strategic because you don't want to be wasting time. It
Right.
takes an hour to get from one park to another. And so if you're going to do it, you want to do it with the understanding that you're not going to be able to do much. You're going to be going to that park to do a thing, and then, like you went to Epcot to have dinner. I mean, that basically was pretty much what you did at Epcot, right? You
on
went to
on the
Coral Reef.
Magic Kingdom Day, and
Yeah.
then on Hollywood Studios Day, that was supposed to be also Epcot Day, and we did so much at Hollywood Studios. We start off with Millennium Falcon, the rise. Uh,
Rise of the Resistance or Smuggler's
no,
Run?
we start with Millennium Falcon,
Smuggler's
Smuggler's
Run.
Run, Smuggler's,
Yeah.
and well, because I had put on the for return time on DAS Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good strategy because by the time we got out of Millennium Falcon, it was time. It was past the return time for Rise, and we were able to get on Rise real
Get
quick.
right on it. Yep. Um,
Hey, Rachel's Adventures.
Hi, Rachel. John is asking you, last year was your 60th birthday trip. What's next in store for the future? Where are you going for your birthday this year, Keith?
Well, my birthday is going to be a birthday stream on Saturday, June 10th, at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And one definite guess I'm going to have is Dean of the Live Place.
Yeah.
And Candy Mom 15 says she is able to make it. And Don of the Hitchhiking Boats. I want to get 11 guests on with me all at once because you can see up in the upper right hand corner it says powered by EV Mux. And
Yeah.
I am using the free version, and the free version of it is a lot better than StreamYard free because they give you a lot more like free be able to put your own overlay like I do right between our screen
I
behind.
saw that. Yeah. Yeah, it looks really good.
And
Um,
I'm going
yeah.
to I'm going to go ahead and show you what that overlay looks like because I'll bring it up and
Okay. Oh
that
boy.
was that was taken on my birthday after 3 o'clock in the morning, and it
Yep,
is
you're
such
gonna be
a
walking in the
beautiful
dark. You're
light.
gonna be sitting in the middle of the road again, aren't you?
It's even beautiful at night. That sign,
It is. It's gorgeous. It is. That's one of the great things about it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. When we arrived to Orlando, when we got
Hey,
off,
Debbie. Debbie Bernfeld's here, Key.
hey Debbie. Okay.
Yeah.
And there's the link to the birthday stream.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe post that down in your after the show, put that down in the show notes or
And
something.
it's also listed under upcoming
That's
live.
right. Upcoming streams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, because I remember I told you I didn't think I'd be able to make it, but
Debbie,
now I
you're
might be
not
able
late.
to.
You're just fashionably arriving.
Yes, you're just fashionable. That's all, Debbie. You're just fashionable.
And yeah, that show on my birthday, it's going to definitely be me and Dean of the Live Place, hoping on Stacy and Charlie of Disney Nerd Herders. But I even sent links to Mouse Talk, Diz Our Dream, the Doofily Crew, Kelly of the Mickey Bunch, and I also sent to Brandy Disney Up Boiler Up,
Yep.
and Candy Mom's 15 says she's able to make it, and she got a link, and so did Sherry Awesome Sunset. And you
Yeah.
said you're not able to make it that day.
Well, I might be able to now. I mean, I now know my dad's uh celebration of life was last Sunday. Um,
Oh,
I
I'm
was
sorry for
thinking it
your
was going to.
loss.
Well, thank you very much. It's
Yesterday was my niece Penny's celebration of life.
Yeah, yeah. I'm very sorry for your loss too.
Yeah.
My dad was 94. I mean, he'd had a nice long life and he'd accomplished a lot and and everything else like this. I mean, with your
My
niece, it's so
my
sad. She was so
my
young.
my dad passed away in '94 on Groundhog's Day, shy of 70. This this next February 28th, he would have been 100.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's that generation. But But anyway, but the point is that I was thinking when I told you that I wouldn't be able to make it, it was because the reason why I told you I wouldn't be able to make it was because I thought that that's when my dad's celebration of life was going to be.
Right.
But they moved it up. Well, they were able to do it on the 21st
Yeah.
instead. So I might be able to make it now. So,
Okay. I'll just put your name down.
yep, put my name in there.
And so I can go ahead and double check mark that and send you the link.
Yeah, send me the link. The link.
Right
I
in
will do that.
Instagram.
Yep.
And generally, anybody that wants to try to contact me, the best way to contact me is through Instagram. Um,
Yep.
let me go ahead and look up my ID on that. See, Big Disney Fan 777B.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. That generation, Debbie.
yeah. In 2027 in June, I would be 65.
I'm going to be 65 next year. I'm a little older than you are, just a little bit.
This time in 2027, we're going to stay at Art of Animation, and then in 2032, we're going to stay at Contemporary.
Whoa. Wow, look at you.
We want the
Moving on up.
we want to be in the
Moving fast.
building that we want to be in the building that's got the monorail going through it.
Yes, that's
Stay in
cool.
the
Wow.
modulars. Stay in the modulars.
Yeah, did you do you know how those were built, right?
They were kind of like built in a factory, and then were placed together like
Slid in like drawers.
right, slid in like drawers. Yeah.
I was like, no way.
Hey, Debbie, that'd be a good idea. Um,
Yeah, that'd be nice to have.
are you talking about 2027 or this year, Debbie?
Coming on the show, maybe.
Oh, coming on the show. Okay.
But hopefully she'll be able to get down to Disney soon.
Oh, she meant both.
There
Yeah,
you go.
2027. It'll be the second half of January. Planning on.
Yeah, that's a nice time to go.
As soon as I get the money saved up and forward to Disney, I will let you know.
There you go.
I love flying.
Yeah, that was the first time you'd ever flown, wasn't it?
Yeah, I got my wings on the ninth and got to see
Yeah.
the cockpit.
Yeah, that's really neat. They don't
Yeah,
usually let too many people in the cockpit now, but it was quite an honor for you.
there was a, s- a flight attendant that was on the KCI to Chicago Midway flight that she was having a bad day until I came along and brightened it.
Yeah. You would brighten anybody's day, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of like in a way like Joey of It's Joey's World,
Yeah,
but
in a way.
I'm not autistic.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say, well, yeah, in a way, because you always have like a cheerful attitude or whatever, but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, yeah, I was thanking John. He put your IG link in there.
yeah. Thanks, John. Well, at least Surf Bum's able to moderate.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep,
Debbie's
he's a
a
good
little older
moderator.
than me.
Yep, and I'm a little older than Debbie.
Right. Well, we're still young at heart.
Yes, we are. Although I swear sometimes my heart's saying, I can't keep up.
I think some people missed the opening sequence. I'm going to go ahead and play that for them.
Okay. Yeah, do that again.
That was one of our captains on the KCI to Chicago.
Nice, nice. So
The reason
was
why
he
I
one of the
said
ones that let you into the
the
cockpit?
reason why I said he's a captain is if you look at the epaulets of the pilots, if they have yellow stripes, they're captain. If it's just a plain old white epaulet, they're first officer.
I did not know that. So gold is captain, white is first officer.
Right. The gold is in stripes.
Yep.
So
So okay, so we went to you had Magic Kingdom. Did you get to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train?
got to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Boy, I love it. Even though I looked serious and was the quietest one on the ride.
Yeah, I know. You were trying to hold your teeth in. I was wondering about that because I was like, why is he never smiling in these things? But yeah, so you liked it. What'd you think of the way the ride vehicle was? How it kind of swings a
Oh,
little
I
bit?
liked it that the cars rocked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that too, and it's so smooth. But
I don't know. I
it's
don't
really
know if
fun.
I don't remember if it had a Genie Plus Lightning. Um,
I don't know either. I'm sure it does.
if it does,
I'm sure it does. But
we should have did a DAS on that.
yeah, no, I'm sure it has DAS
Yeah,
because
but
that's how I wrote it.
we also liked Carousel of Progress.
I see. Yes, I love Carousel of Progress. I love those old rides. Carousel of Progress, the TTA. Did you ride the TTA?
Um, they were running it, but they weren't allowing people on it. I guess
Oh
it was
man.
a rainy day, and I guess they were trying to air dry them.
Okay. Well, you got to ride it next time because
Yeah.
that is a fun ride. That's another fun ride. Um, and did you ride Pirates of the Caribbean?
Nope, we missed that
Oh no.
missed Splash Mountain. We couldn't ride Splash Mountain because it wasn't working that day.
Yeah, yeah, they had it down. That was one of my problems with Splash Mountain is the last few months before they closed it down permanently, it was up and down like a yo-yo. It wasn't working half the time. What
Right.
about Haunted Mansion? I hope you rode
Oh,
Haunted.
we love it. We love it.
Yeah, the Haunted Mansion is my favorite non. Well, it's my favorite ride overall at Disney World, but my favorite thrill ride is Tower of Terror.
I love Mad Tea Party
See,
because
I didn't ride that. I won't ride
me,
that. There's too much
me
spinning.
me and my me and my cousin Shar was in one teacup. We spin it so fast she got dizzy and I got feeling good.
Yeah, you got feeling good. Okay. Keith likes to spin, folks. Everybody remember that. Keith likes to spin.
Hey, Movie Mania Nick!
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and give you a blue wrench.
You get a wrench, and you get a wrench, and you get a wrench. Just be careful. Don't hand out too many wrenches,
I
Keith.
know.
YouTube will think you're one of those sub channels.
This time I'm going to give him a standard moderator. I
Yeah.
could give him managing moderator, but okay, Nick, you can refresh.
Yep. He's got that handled.
Oh, okay. You're welcome, Nick.
Yeah. So anyway, so let's see. So you rode teacups. You enjoyed teacups. You can't pay me enough to get on teacups. So
Right.
good for you. um, did you?
I think I've got enough moderators right now. The only ones that I'm going to give honorary ones is to families like my cousin Charlene.
Right. You want family to have them so that you know that they're your family, if nothing else,
Right.
so that they know that they're your family rather
My
than
good friend Charlie Lord,
like a soul.
if he comes in, I'm gonna give him a blue wrench. He's a friend of mine that I knew from the YMCA, and that we go to the Royals game. I bought tickets for me and him on the for June 29th.
Uh
Um,
huh.
it's the Royals hosting the Guardians.
Guardians. Where are they from?
They used to be known as the Cleveland Indians,
Oh, okay. All right.
and
So they're Cleveland
it's
team.
a
All
one
right.
10 p.m. game, and Kansas City Mass Transit is doing a study now to run a mass transit to run a commuter rail from as far west as my hometown Topeka, Kansas, going all the way to Independence, Missouri, and then go. It would stop at Truman Sports Complex, the home of the Royals and the Chiefs,
Uh huh.
and go up to the KCI airport. And future expansion would include going down as far down south as Dallas, Texas.
Wow. And then they could probably tie into a few other rails. The going east and west, and that you can go. Well, that was the plan years and years ago that you could go anywhere on a train. So
Yeah.
I
Um,
I love riding the train. I've ridden the
So
train a
far in
couple.
my hometown, there's an Amtrak called the Southwest Chief.
Yep.
The the 2 o'clock in the morning one is a westbound from Chicago to L.A., and the 4 a.m. one is eastbound from L.A. to Chicago.
Wow. That's that's quite a trip. Now, how long would that be? About
It'd be
six
a two
six
days
hours.
trip. It'd be a 2 days trip from Topeka to Los Angeles, and about
Oh, okay.
maybe about a day, maybe about an overnight, um, maybe within a day from Topeka to Chicago.
Yeah.
But the flight from KCI to Chicago Midway, that was a 55-minute flight. You have to remember they're going at over 500 miles per hour.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about planes. When you want to be there now, you ride in a plane. When you
Right.
want to have nice, relaxing trip, you ride a train. because this stuff with the problem with the train is it doesn't get you there fast enough if you want to get there.
But
But train is wonderful if you just want to if you have all the time in the world and you just want to travel.
and
That.
don't want to mess with gasoline.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be driving no more. I already. Hey, Charlene.
Hey,
Where's Charlene coming in?
let me go ahead and.
Did did she must have heard you? She must have heard you talking, and her ears must have been ringing.
Hey, Shar. We call her Shar. She's my cousin.
Oh, Surf Bum was in Topeka.
He was.
Yeah, he was in Topeka for a week. When he what was that a training, John? For anybody that's not aware, Charlene is Keith's cousin, right? Keith.
Right, my first
Yeah.
cousin. Her
Yep.
dad and my mom are brother and sisters.
Yep. Yeah, Keith loves planes. Yes, he does. Yeah, he's been telling us. Of course, he got special treatment too. He got to see the cockpit and he got his wings and stuff like that. So, but I can't say as I blame him. I love planes too. I
Yeah,
want to be there as soon as possible. If they could teleport me from here to Animal Kingdom Lodge, I'd be a much happier camper. But since they can't do that, I'll take a plane.
yeah. If you ever seen Star Trek, where they talked about teleporting, that they said one miscalculation can misplace one of your molecules, and you'll be gone forever.
Yep. I remember that when they were talking about in the early days of what what is it they called it,
Transporters.
transporter. Yeah, it's like
You
we.
have to be precise with the calculation on that.
Yep.
Hey, Charlene, tell Travis hi for me.
Yeah. See, John was in Fort Riley for helicopter stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Fort Raleigh. Um, the closest towns to it are Junction City, Abilene, Manhattan. Manhattan is the home of the K State Wildcats. Lawrence is Lawrence, which is on the other, which is east of me. Manhattan's west of me. Well, Lawrence is the home of the KU Jayhawks.
Yeah. Yep.
I've been on a helicopter in Branson years back before my uncle John passed away on two separate trips to Branson. The first trip was 5 miles out, and the second trip was 10 miles out.
Wow. I've never been in a helicopter either, and I mean, my dad was in the Air Force, but of course, helicopters are more a marine thing, right?
Yeah, it's in the Marines and Army.
Yep.
If you ever seen the movie and TV series MASH, those are Bell helicopters
Yep.
manufactured by Bell with a bubble dome, and
Yep.
they were made for the Korean War, where it would inside would hold a pilot and two passengers, and the outside would hold two stretchers with
On the what do they call them? The rails, I think. Where,
skids.
yeah, on the skids. And if you only had one stretcher, one patient, then they had to put a dummy, and the dummy usually was the quote third passenger in the helicopter if they had two patients on the skids. But when they didn't have but one patient, then they had to put the dummy in on the other skid.
Right,
Because otherwise,
to keep it balanced.
exactly. Otherwise, the helicopter wouldn't balance. I remember them talking about that on MASH.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
And they tried as hard as possible to make MASH as true to life, as they could. So, yeah. Well, yeah, Deb. My father was in the Navy for a while, and then my mom said, "I don't want you being out on that ship for months on end." So come. So got to change to the Air Force, and, and then I don't know about 3 or 4 years after. Well, no, it was probably about 10 years after Dad retired that they got a divorce. I think it had to do with the fact that Dad was home too much.
Disney's own Hulu will air the TV series MASH, but it will not air the box office hit MASH because it is rated R because of one shower scene where Sally Kellerman is nude.
Yeah,
That's where Hawkeye and Trapper had a bet to see if Hot Lips was actually a blonde.
yeah.
Um, we have an airport called Topeka Regional, which is at Forbes Field. It
Yep.
used to be Forbes Air Force Base, but at the north end of it is the Kansas Air National Guard's 190th refueling group. Um, they fly those tankers out of the Forbes Field. Um, they are made to where they can refuel Air Force and naval planes in midair.
Yeah.
And the largest of the Air Force plane can land on that um, runway, and which means a 740. I know the the Air Force One 747 has landed there and took off from there. So
Yeah.
it should be able to handle an Airbus A380A.
Well, yeah, but it was a tight fit, wasn't it? Isn't it a tight fit to land the 747 there? Like
No,
they.
it's a long runway.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's a long and wide runway.
Yeah, it must be.
But
But
but then
I didn't think it, I mean I thought it was long enough to land the 747, but I thought it was like they had to put on the skids. Put on the brakes really really quick once they
but
land.
if you notice abbreviations that the FAA gives to airports, like 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 KCI is MCI, which was its original name was Mid Continental International, and and Orlando is MCO. It was named after an Air Force base that it used to be,
That's
and
what I was going to say. It was actually no, no. You probably know it, John. It didn't used to be. It was not always a. It wasn't always a international airport. It used to be an air base, but I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
then Manhattan Regional is MHK, which stands for Manhattan, Kansas, and Topeka is FOE for Forbes.
Yeah, and so when you're trying to do a search to for where you want to take off and where you want to land, thank God that they'll give you the choice of finding out what the city is
Hey,
or
Scott, I'm Char's husband.
hi Scott, happy Memorial Day. Although I don't know, I always feel weird saying happy Memorial Day. It just seems weird, but remember the reason.
Yeah.
Remember the fallen. But yeah, very nice.
Yeah, coming up on Saturday, June 10th, um, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time is my birthday show. and Tina will be on there, along with
along with
Princess Paula Bell, Donna the Hitchhiking Bones, Candy Mom 15, Dean of the Life Place. But there's others that I'm hoping on be able to get. But I may,
Debbie, maybe Debbie Bernfeld might be on there.
yeah, Debbie, yeah, Debbie Burnfield. I have to see.
Yeah, remember Debbie said that she wanted to go on it. Um,
I She needs to contact my Instagram
yeah.
and see. I'm hoping on having Kelly of the Mickey Bunch.
I'm sure if she's not busy, she'd love to come on, but
Brandy might not be able to make it. Brandy, also known as Disney Up Boiler Up, she might not make it because she's going to be going to her sister. She'd probably be going to her sister's, which who happens to share the same birthday as me.
yep.
An A320 and an A321 airplanes are Airbus. Any planes with an A in front of the number, it has to do with Airbus. But now,
Okay,
like
no,
if you see like an F-15, F stands for fighter. B 52 means bomber,
yep.
and
Now Airbus, that means how many passengers, Keith?
Airbus. The A380A is a double decker like a 747, but it can hold a whole lot more than a 747.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Shar, you might want to contact me through that too if you want to. Shar, do you want to join in on my live stream? I can go up to 2 hours on EV Mux.
Yeah. Yeah.
But one thing, StreamYard only gives you 20 hours a month, and EV Mux gives you 30 hours a month, 10 hours
Wow.
more. And
Well,
besides,
but they're both free, right? This is free for you.
yeah, it's free. It's the free
Wow.
version. And I could have not only broadcast on YouTube with this, I could have also done it in my uh, Facebook group too, where you can't do that with StreamYard free.
Right. No.
Hey, Tina.
Oh, hi, T. Hi, neighbor. How are ya?
And let me go ahead and mention about my upcoming premieres after my birthday. June
Yep.
11th, June 11th, which is a Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 noon Central Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Um, Royals fan pregame prep. It's a 360 degree and it's silent and and you can play it with your smartphone with a goggle in virtual reality mode. And then in later on that day in the evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, WD Walt Disney World and Universal Studios, June 2022. And then on Monday, June 12th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Walt Disney World's photo slideshows set to music, and then the Saturday after my birthday, June 17th, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central time, 6 p.m. Mountain time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Recording of my Walt Disney World live streams, June 2022.
And that's just so far.
And the
Oh,
premieres are not live. They're a recording, but they are scheduled to play at the certain date and time. And just like the live, they have a chat.
yes, and you'll be in chat, right?
Right.
Yep.
And let's see.
Does everybody hit the like button? Did you hit that thumbs up, everybody? Hit that
I
thumbs up.
got
Don't
I
forget.
got 4 likes.
You got more than that. You got 6 at least.
6.
Yeah, don't refresh though, because then I don't know what that'll do.
Oh, Surf Bum seeing 10.
Yeah, see?
Tina Marie sees 11. Surfbone now sees 11.
Yep.
And at the end of the show, what do you generally say?
I generally say, I'm watching, always watching.
Have a magical evening and a great big beautiful tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye.